This battle was pretty cool. It's a slightly longer one, but it's still really good, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So for this battle, I lead with my Rotom, and he leads with his Metagross. And I go for the Will-O-Wisp to try and get some nice burn on him, which I do. And he goes for the Stealth Rocks. And I honestly thought he was more of a physical, like an anti-lead, but he was pretty much just to set up Stealth Rocks, I guess. I mean, all he does is really Meteor Mash. He's not Zen headbutting me or nothing, so it's alright. Either way, got the burn. It helps him go down a bit faster. And I go for the Hydro Pump again, and he goes down. I did go for the other Will-O-Wisp to try and get a burn in case he switched, but he doesn't. So he sends out his Landorus ground form thing. I don't really know what it's called. He switches back into his Jellicent. I go for the Will-O-Wisp to try and get the burn on it. He goes for the Shadow Ball on me. He lowers my special defense, and at this point I'm like, fuck this shit, man. I'm not gonna take more damage than I have to. So I go for the Volt Switch, send out my beautiful Foxy Lady here. Because she walls that shit like a pro. She's gorgeous. And I go for... he sends it back out as Venusaur, and this fucking Venusaur was a huge problem. It really kind of pissed me off and irked me, but it was well played, honestly. I mean, it was the hump of this battle that kind of... the meat of this fucking battle was against this Venusaur. But anyway, so he goes for the Leech Seed. Pretty much he's like a fucking sub-Leech Seed. And Hidden Power too, which I find out here, and I'm guessing he must really fucking hate Ferrothorns, because I'm guessing that's why he has this Hidden Power there. But anyway, so I go back to my Foxy Lady to take this fucking Hidden Power, which she does, and then he goes for the Leech Seed again, trying to just suck my life away, but it's whatever, because I got Wish and shit, Protect and whatnot. And I was really surprised, later on you'll see about this, but this Venusaur does not have Giga Drain. And thank God for that, because it would not. This battle would not have gone my way had he had Giga Drain. So, but anyway. So yeah, my Ferrothorn's nice and asleep. Try and keep that sleep clause going. I sent him into a Leech Seed, try and stop some of that nonsense. He goes for the Leech Seed again. He's a persistent guy, isn't he? But anyway. I go for the Volt Switch, try and break the sub, which it doesn't. Whatever. Breaking this thing's sub is how I'm gonna get the kill. So I go back in, and I'm pretty sure I just go for like a Wish. Yeah, I go for the Wish, and then I'm pretty sure I go right to my Rotom. No, I go for the Protect, never mind. I guess just to get a nice full heal on her again, which works, whatever. I go for the Wish. And I go back into my Rotom. I'm sorry, there's a lot of stall here, so I don't know if you guys are big fans of watching stall battles, so if not, you're welcome to switch, or skip parts of the battle, but it's still a good battle. Anyway, so I go to my Rotom Wash, I go for the Volt Switch, break a sub, then I go to my Gengar, he goes for the Leech Seed, I go for the Psychic, which he predicted. Not many people see Gengars with Psychic, so it's kind of cool that he saw that. Then I go to my Foxy Lady, and she goes for the Shadow Ball, but that doesn't do shit to her. Let me see. I go for the Wish, he goes for the Scald, and that thing is really low, but it just doesn't fucking die. Not for a while yet. I think it's a time to die is pretty damn soon here, though. He goes for the Recover, and my wish came true. And, yeah, I pretty much go for it. He goes for the Scald. Doesn't do shit. Let me think here. Okay, he switches into his Venusaur. I woke up. I go for the Thunder Wave, and I'm really glad I finally was able to cripple this Venusaur a little bit, because that thing is a huge pain in the ass. So it being a bit slower and it possibly getting paralyzed is a huge help for me. I'm absolutely loving that right now, or I did when I was playing this battle, I should say. But I go for another Wish just to get my health up. He goes for the Sleep Powder, and that's another thing that kind of went my way in this battle is my Umbreon here never fell asleep, so it was very important that she did not get statused. But I go to my Ferrothorn, because honestly, my Ferrothorn wasn't the biggest help of this battle. He wasn't really super important, and he was the poke on my team that I needed to eat the sleep claws for me. So I sent him out there. He ate the sleep thing. Fucking what's it called? I don't know. Then he goes for the leech seed, misses. I go back to my Gengar. He gets paralyzed, and I was pretty happy about that. But I got a nice heal on my Gengar there. He got the wish. He goes for the leech seed again, and I go for the wish for the 100th time this battle. I'm sorry guys, you guys are probably hating this shit. Oh well, it's a good battle though, just trust me. So he goes for the hidden power, and that's kind of right then when I realized that that bitch did not have fucking Giga Drain, and that was really a huge help to me, honestly. I go for the Ice Shard, he sends his Jellicent to eat it, which was smart. He's getting healed with the fucking Leech Seed. He goes for the recover. I go to my Umbreon just to take whatever the fuck this Jellicent wants to throw at me. I go for the Toxic, thinking for some reason he was gonna switch, and he hit me with the Toxic, so that works. Now I'm Toxic. I just go for the Heal Bell right off the bat, and now Sleep Claws is gone again. My Ferrothorn is no longer asleep, so I'm pretty sure he knows this. I go for the Protect. He goes for the Scald. Protect stopped it. He gets a little bit of burn damage. That kind of helps. He uses Toxic. It hits my Rotom Wash. At that time, I was like, whatever, fuck this. I'm out, man. I'm using Volt Switch, so I get out of there. Right back to my fucking Umbreon. He uses Shadow Ball. It doesn't really do anything to her. I go for the Heal Bell, and he goes for the recovery, whatever. And I'm pretty sure I just go right to my. This is pretty interesting right here. He goes for the recover, and if I'm not mistaken, he goes for a real nice Scald. Smacks. No, okay, never mind. Alright. He goes for the fucking Scald, burns my Ferrothorn. I go for the Power Whip, get a nasty fucking crit on that motherfucker, and down his Jellicent goes. And I was really surprised by that because I was burned, and the moment I saw that burn come, I was like, oh shit. So he sends out his Landorus, whatever. He goes for the U-turn, bounces back. His Venusaur pops out. His Venusaur gets paralyzed. I go for the Ice Shard, get some damage on it. I go for the Earthquake because, remember guys, he does not have fucking Giga Drain. Or if he did, he's saving it for some reason. But either way, it's kind of stupid. So he goes into his Empoleon, and he was predicting me to go for the Dynamic Punch, but I went right for the Ice Punch because honestly, any of his Pokemon other than Empoleon would have eaten a nice fucking Ice Punch. And I finish him off with the Bullet Punch there. And I do pull back out of that. I don't know. I was a little freaked out by his Empoleon. I kind of was like, I'm not going to get too greedy. He hits me with the Surf or Scald. I forget. I go for the Pain Split. Got a little bit of life, I guess. Saved myself an extra turn of burn. Go for the Volt Switch, switch out to my Umbreon. Probably gonna go for the Heal Bell, most likely. Oh no, I do a double switch back to my Ferrothorn. And he goes for his Empoleon. And let's see what I do here. Okay, I switch again back into my Umbreon. He goes for the Agility. He's trying to buff the shit out of his fucking Empoleon speed. But it's alright. Empoleon can't crack my Foxy Lady, so it's fine. He goes for the Agility again, and I go for the... Let me think. Okay, I go to my Rotom. He goes for the Agility. My wish comes true, my Rotom gets nice healed. That was probably Hidden Power Grass that hit me, or Hidden Power Electric. Either way, though, I go for the Volt Switch, take him down to 25%, go to my Ferrothorn, he hits me up with a nice Scald. And I'm pretty sure I just go right for the Leech Seed. He hits me up with the Ice Beam. Does real good damage. His speed, that speed is helping him, but it's alright. I got my Leech Seed up, gonna get my leftovers, and the Leech Seed heals, and I go for the Protect to try and stall this thing, and of course the fucking thing goes to like 1% health, so I have to deal with another damaging turn from it, which kinda sucks. And then I get frozen and thawed out, which was kinda silly, but whatever. So I go for the Thunder Wave. He gets paralyzed and he can't even move. He probably would have killed my Ferrothorn. And then this Dragonite comes out and hits me with a Flamethrower, and that kind of threw me off because most Dragonites are not fucking special attack. But anyway, so I go for the Ice Shard. He sends his Venusaur to eat it for him. I go for the Earthquake. He goes for the Leech Seed, misses. He thought here that I was gonna go for the Earthquake, but I did not. I went for the Ice Shard because either way I would either kill that or hit his Dragonite and break his scale, so go for the other fucking Ice Shard. Down, he hits me up with the Surf, down goes my Tusk, and then I go into my Rotom Wash here. And I Pain Split on a really low health Pokemon. I actually lost health. That was this really stupid play, but either way, I come back with the fucking Hydro Pump and kill it. That was a stupid play on my end, but whatever. He goes for that Thunderbolt, and I just go for the Will-O-The-Wisp just because, whatever, you know, fuck it. Might as well burn that bitch. He hits me up with the Thunderbolt, fucks up my Rotom, and it dies from burn damage, but that was the battle. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed this longer battle. This guy was really good though. He definitely knew how to play his Venusaur for sure. He's pretty cool. I checked out his YouTube channel. He has some actually really cool battles, so definitely check him out. I'll put a link or something on mine. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I know I sure did, and take it easy, and I'll see you next time.